Hello friends, this is Steve and I'm here to show you an opening. One second, I just have to go over a new board. Yes, okay. So, I want to show you how to play the Colle System. Now there are a few things I want to show you. A few variations. So the Colle System, before I go into anything actually I want to say about myself. I've always mentioned that I am rated in the 1400 region. Now I have gained rating and I have made it to 1474. I have put a video up today, but I have found the software so this went better. So this is exactly how it goes, the opening. I am not an amazing player, but I have a very good experience with openings and I want to show you what I've been playing for now. I'm changing my opening time by time, but this is what I play usually. This is very good for blitz and this is a very good system. Before, now, regularly in the position your opponent will respond with d5. Now how to play? So d4, d5 is a bit very similar. It's actually just symmetrical position. Now how to follow up? Well, you play the move v, and your opponent can also respond to the move knight f6. Now there's a reason why your opponent doesn't want to play before, let's say, knight here, because this blocks the pawn push. If you play knight here, you don't have the push anymore. So you have to see that your position, you have to both sides have to see that whatever they play cannot alter the position of their own pieces and pawns for that matter. So here you play the move e3. Your opponent can now play this move e6. So let's say he plays e6. You play the move bishop to d3. Your opponent can play the move bishop to d6. You can castle. Your opponent can castle. You play the move knight to d2. So our idea is to push this pawn. So this support here. Now your opponent can play, for example, a move like knight here. Now what is the idea? Your opponent wants to push himself, because if you push, take is very strong. However, you can push first. If your opponent push, you just have to, it would be very weird actually. If you push, just take, and if your opponent take, you take. For example, if push, your opponent can, for example, you can take here. Your opponent can, for example, take there. You can take there, and you can take there. Now this is very, very strange position. Another idea is if you play a move like this and a move like this. If your opponent plays, for example, a move like this or this, you can play a move like this. So this is very dangerous. Huh? If you play a move like this and your opponent will take you, then knight takes, bishop takes, knight here is an idea, bishop here. Now, this is interesting. If pawn push, bishop take, queen take, and you can simply play over here, push. Now the position is equal. The position looks not bad. For example, if your opponent plays a move like queen here, okay, so trying to take on this bishop, well, not very bad, because you can play a move like rook here, for example. And now your position is very equal. You have very safe position. So that's one idea. Now I want to show you something else, however. What happens if you play d4 and knight f6? Here you play the same idea. You still play here. If plays here, here you can play the same. For example, this move, castle, castle, and you could maybe play a move like, let's see, so many options. Let's say you want to play a move like, maybe you could play something like, let's see, okay, let's say you play something like this. Okay, play a move like this. Now he needs to develop. So there are many ways he can develop. Now if he plays a move like this move, e4, you play like this, and if he plays like this, for example, another developed move, you push. Because take, and now it is still a very healthy position. Because even if now you have a very good bishop, actually you have the two bishops and knight, and it is very nice game for one. So this opening just shows how effective it can be. I want to show you a game I had against with this opening that I think scored a very good result. I just have to see it. I do not want to say it. No. Let me see my games. Okay. Yes, this opening. This is a game I played against a 1555. And I was a 1395. This is how the game starts. d4, d5. Knight f3, knight f6. d3, d6. Bishop d3, d6. Castles. Bishop to d7. Knight to b to d2. g6. c3. Bishop to g7. Queen to d2. Castle. And push. So you see the idea is very similar. Take pawn. Knight takes. Knight out. Now bishop out there. So you see this game is the same system I showed you, just an alternation in the moves. So this just shows that this system works against almost any moves. But you just have to see the position you're in. But a lot of the time this is okay. We continue. Queen to c8, knight back. Idea is to support the knight. Knight takes, bishop takes, queen takes. Knight there. Queen attacking knight. Knight back. Queen there. Trying to come over here. Pawn push. Rook there for open file. Queen there. Bishop there. Rook there. Bishop take. King there. Knight there. Pawn there. Rook there. Rook. Take. Take. Check. Knight there. Queen there. Rook. Rook. So this position, this was a mistake. The game was very equal, but now after I exchange queens, and this happens. Now I was offered a draw and I drew this game, but I know I did not deserve the draw, because look at the king of my opponent, how out the king is, and look at my king. Look at my opponent's knight, look at my knight. My opponent had a better endgame and still drew me. But this shows that the d4, this system I'm showing you, the Colle system, is a very flexible and very good opening that is very universal and keeps a very balanced game. It keeps the game so balanced that everybody has chances, and this is flexible. I would have to show you another game, I think, if I do have another game with this idea of d4 opening. Now this is the last I want to show you. This is actually a mistake I made with this opening, and I will show it to you. d4, and this is what happened against knight f6, my mistakes. Knight f3, d5, e3, knight c6, bishop d3, bishop g4, knight b to d2, pawn push. Now this is my mistake. I neglected that over here. I forgot. Well, the mistake was that after I played here and pawn push, well, this. Not so bad, but this shows that over here, bishop has to go back, always. The bishop has to go back. Knight takes, bishop takes, queen there, h3, bishop back, and castles. Now this shows that the game is not very nice for me. I never played like this before. So c5 for space, b3, rook d8, trying to later open the file, bishop b2, bishop e7, bishop e2, so I can transfer the knight castles, and knight f3. Idea was maybe to come to e5, but it just wasn't good enough. Because queen c7, knight to g5, my idea was straight, knight to the bishop, bishop c8, rook c1 to push, maybe, eventually, h6. Here I was very stupid because I had played bishop takes knight. I was thinking my player would fall for some, pawn takes, bishop takes bishop, queen takes, and we're fine, but that's not what happened. Because after here I have to retreat back to my original square. Now he has double bishops and I don't, which is very bad. So I try to exchange the double bishops, which doesn't work. This is to open and make pressure. He pushes his pawn, take, and bishop take, knight take, rook take, and now he doesn't have double bishop. So I feel very nice and comfortable. But the only problem is that he has a passed pawn, which is the c pawn. Well, eventually it gets passed. I just have to see what I did to get it here. Yes, exactly. It becomes passed because after I did this, I exchanged rooks. I gave him a passed pawn, and then I played this to blockade the passed pawn. He played rook there, and I played queen there. Later, I played this move. Now, this is a very, very stupid move. I thought I had a trick to push here and eventually to get this pawn to push up, but I made a mistake because after I pushed here, he just has to push here. I did this, and I missed this. My idea was that if he does this, rook takes, queen takes, there, he moves and I take the rook. However, I missed that he had the check over here. Now I lost the game because after this, he has a series of moves. I'm trying to put pressure, but this was the biggest mistake. Because after here, now forced mate, here, and here. So exactly, you need to be careful of certain positions in the opening that might make a mess out of what you do. So for example here, you have to play take, knight takes, and bishop back. That's the idea of this the whole position. Now where I went wrong, I probably think that I had to play c3 after the knight came there. That was probably the idea. Or maybe exactly when he pinned, I had to play h3 immediately, and maybe that would have been better. Let's just check with the engine. In this position, I had to play the move. Well, I guess castles is the best move. Actually, no, I have to retreat bishop to e2 straight away. This move was not good. With pawn push, d takes, knight takes, I played bishop to e2, knight takes, bishop takes, queen there, pawn push, castle. So it looks like the mistake was allowing, well, not e5, the mistake was, well, the mistake was, I think I could have taken the pawn over there, the bishop over there, if I had the bishop takes on g4, knight takes, then I play h3, for example, maybe I could have played this move, knight takes, and this move perhaps, it goes back, I can castle, it would have been better for me. Well, anyway, you have to be attention of the openings. Thanks for watching this video, I hope you learned. I'll be making more videos later. This game was in the Junior Championship, and I will be playing in another tournament later on. See you guys, I hope you learned a lot, thank you and goodbye.